So tell me about your relationship with this poem. And why you picked it.
Okay, my relationship with this poem is the best acting class I ever had, which was not an acting class at all. It was a rhetoric class. And I didn't go to college. I was a ballerina right out of high school. And so I went to the School of Hard Knocks. I learned by what not to do, basically, in every black box infested theater in New York City. But I was in Los Angeles, of all the godforsaken places to learn rhetoric. You'd think it would be here in New York, where they would teach everything good. But I was in Los Angeles doing, TV, which, ugh, bleh. Anyway, sorry. And the man was teaching a rhetoric class, and a friend of mine recommended it to me, and this was the poem he chose for me to work on. And I have never regretted taking that class. It was the best teaching tool I've ever had, other than the Suzuki method, which you can take here in New York from the City Company.
Wow.
But that Suzuki class was what actually made me love poetry.
Wow.
Because once you know what you're saying, and there are reasons why things are repeated, and why there's emphasis, and why it's wonderful.
Define the word rhetoric for us, because I think it's a word that could use some definition.
Yes.
What would rhetoric mean? What does the word rhetoric mean?
Understanding of spoken language. That's what it means. And we don't have that. We don't have that in this country anymore. It's gone.
Did you have it when you went to school?
No. No. I mean, they don't teach that in high school. They used to. When people knew, when they didn't have TV, when they spoke poetry to each other at night, sitting around the living room instead of watching television, they taught rhetoric so that they would know how to engage people in that beautiful spoken language.
And I'm certainly a big fan of Milton and this piece. What made you choose this piece? I mean, you told me that was your first piece, but did you consider doing a contemporary poem?
Yeah, I can't remember the contemporary poem I wanted to do, though. I can't remember the author's name, so I couldn't find it, which is frustrating. I mean, I know a lot of Shakespeare, which I love. I mean, whenever I fly anywhere, I sit in my seat on the plane, and I just go through all of my sonnets, like this poem, my Shakespeare monologues or soliloquies, and I'm in utter peace. Because I know that I'm probably the only one who's reciting Shakespeare in her head. Maybe not. But it's so much better than and I hate flying. So it's the only thing that whenever I'm traveling, I do that. If I need to fall asleep at night, not that that puts me to sleep, but it's a beautiful thing to have it's a wonderful thing to have some poems that you feel compelled to put to memory so that they're there. It's also, when nothing is happening at a party, I can just say, I've got a couple poems I could read.
Well, we have
if
to
people
invite you
are
to more
bored,
parties. We have to invite you to more
seriously,
parties.
if people are bored, you can't imagine how wonderfully entertaining it is to have to just say, I have a poem that fits this occasion, or something like that. I think it's such a powerful tool, and people have just forgotten its value. I don't think I answered your question.
It's fine. We got to.